Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here we go, set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Set. Check go.
Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They spent the week in practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Wide open receiver complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Hut.
Purdy from the gun. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And Howe will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolf. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Howell out of the shotgun. He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a return is Ricky Pearsall. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a yard.
70 Lions. Set go.
Purdy going to get it to Pearsall on the RPO. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Trap 60.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pearsall going to return it. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Go.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Ayuk goes in motion. Throwing here, Purdy. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up.
Here's Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one.
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 10 yards out, and the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a Dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara will give them the season series. Throwing here, Howell. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Howell down to throw it. He completes this to Walker. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Hawk 70. Ready? Go.
Back to throw, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Fall incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Set it.
Another throw for Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Powell. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. Pearsall going to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
On the set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle with career touchdown number 60.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Howell from the gun.
Walker with a grab, left side. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
60 Bobcats. Set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Purdy now to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Past the 20. into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go, here we go. 19 light.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Howell. He'll find Metcalf. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tag. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. Rattler 18.
They go play action here. Purdy. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Well, that a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
Now Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Check go.
And Howe will throw it. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
18, Pioneer.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready? 70 Lion. Come on. Set. Go.
Straight ahead, Walker. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Oh, he sheds himself free. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Dragon 60. Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And the Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted. There goes Green. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Powell out of the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Hey, check that. 79 Bronco.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Howell. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. For the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howell. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead is up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Powell with one final shot. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with